Hey there, folks. Let me take you back to a sweltering summer morning in Dusty Hollow, Texas, where the air's so thick you can slice it with a butter knife, and the old oak tree on our family farm well. It's seen more history than most folks have had hot dinners. That tree's been standing guard over the Harper land for over 100 years, its twisted branches watching my great-grandpa wrestle this stubborn soil into something that could feed a family. But that morning, it wasn't just a tree, Anna Maria, it was a trap. A stage set by the meanest snake in South Texas, Victor Viper Salazar, who thought he could bend our family to his will. Spoiler alert, he didn't know who he was messing with, 'cause I'm Ellie Harper, and my husband, Jake Hawk Dawson, ain't just some soldiers and Navy SEAL with a promise to keep, no matter how far he's got to come to keep it. Picture this. It's barely 7 in the morning, the sun's already roasting the cotton fields, and I'm out checking the irrigation lines, sweat dripping down my back, my wedding ring glinting like it's got something to prove. My family's farm, 80 acres of blood, sweat, and organic tomatoes, has been our pride since forever, a slice of the American dream carved out of the borderlands. My dad, Tom Harper, he's out there every day, hands calloused from years of working the land, eyes always scanning the horizon for trouble. My mom, Clara, she's in the kitchen, flipping tortillas, calling me Mija, and fussing that I'm getting too skinny for Jake to recognize when he comes home from whatever classified hellhole the Navy's got him in. Life's been good, simple until it wasn't. See, Dusty Hollow's just close enough to the border to hear the choppers at night, but far enough we thought we were safe from the cartel's shadow creeping north. That illusion got smashed 3 months back when our neighbor, old Mr. Jenkins, got beat half to death in his own barn, a message carved into the wood. The land belongs to those who take it. That's when we knew the Delgado cartel, run by Viper Salazar, had set its sights on our corner of Texas. Now, I ain't gonna lie, things were tense. Dad reported strange trucks parked on the county road, just sitting there, watching. Sheriff Molly Kane, bless her heart, she's been chasing leads with the grit of a woman who's policed these parts for 20 years, but her department's stretched thinner than a cheap diner napkin. And me? I'm carrying something extra, little gadget Jake gave me on our wedding night, 3 years back, in our tiny apartment near the San Diego base. Looks like a fitness tracker, but it's a military-grade beacon, designed to scream for help if things go south. Only use it when seconds matter, Jake told me, his voice low, serious, like he knew one day I'd need it. I laughed it off then, but that morning, as I fiddled with the irrigation valves, it felt heavier than ever against my chest. At 7:30 sharp, trouble came walking out of the mesquite trees like it owned the place. For guys, moving like they'd done this 100 times, led by Viper Salazar himself, 35, sharp as a tack, with a smile that could sell you a lemon and make you thank him for it. His nickname ain't just for show. He's a predator, all cold calculation and zero mercy. Ellie Harper, he says, smooth as silk, like we're old pals. We need to talk about your family's future. I'm standing there, heart pounding, but I keep my cool. You're on private property, Mr. Salazar. I shoot back, my hand inching toward that beacon. Our future's none of your business. His smile doesn't budge, but his eyes theory like a snake sizing up a mouse. Your farm's on the fastest route to I-35, he says. Geography's destiny, darling. We're offering generous compensation for, let's call it temporary access. I tell him we're not interested, nice and firm. But before I can blink, his goon Rico Hammer Lopez, built like a brick wall, closes the gap. I throw a kick, just like Jake taught me, catch Rico's knee, even scratch one guy's face, but these ain't barroom brawlers. They're pros, and I'm on the ground in seconds, hands tied with rope that stinks of diesel. They drag me to that old oak, the one my great-grandpa planted, and tie me up tight, the bark biting into my back. From there, I can see the farmhouse. Hear Mom scream as she spots me. Viper's voice is calm, like he's discussing the weather. Your dad's having a similar chat right now, Ellie. How this ends depends on how quick he signs our deal. My wrists burn, but I'm not panicking, not yet. Jake's voice is in my head. Pain's just information, Ellie. Use it. So I start working the ropes, slow and steady, feeling for that beacon. Viper's got his phone out, setting up some kind of live feed to scare my folks into signing. Tell him you're fine. But they need to play ball, he says, holding the phone up. I look dead into the camera. Mom, Dad, I'm alive. Don't give these bastards a damn thing. Call Sheriff Kane. The slap comes fast, his ring cutting my cheek, but I don't flinch. Let's try that again, he growls. Instead, I press my back hard against the tree, fingers finding the beacon switch. It's a tricky sequence, deliberate, so it doesn't go off by accident. I nail it, feel the tiny vibration. Somewhere, thousands of miles away, Jake's getting the signal. Ellie's in deep shit. Game on. 8,000 miles away, in a dusty tent nobody's supposed to know about, Jake Dawson's world stops. His wrist device buzzes 3 short, 3 long, 3 short. SOS. The screen flashes. Hawk 7. Asset in mortal danger. His coffee mug hits the dirt, shattering, as his team guys like Chief Mike, Thunder, Reynolds, and Petty Officer Sam, Ghost, Carter snap to attention. Jake's face, usually stone cold under fire, goes pale. Phoenix 7 activation, he barks. All hands, we're moving. Stateside now. They don't ask questions, they know what Hawk 7 means. It's the kind of call that overrides everything: missions, orders, even common sense. Jake's team is on AC 1:30 in 40 minutes, headed for San Antonio, but Texas weather's throwing a tantrum: storms, floods, the works. Ground transport's gonna take 6 hours, minimum. Jake's not waiting. He's on the line with Detective Sarah Vega, Texas State Police, pulling every string to get real-time intel on Viper's crew. Back at the farmhouse, things are getting ugly. 2 of Viper's suits guys pretending to be corporate hotshots are leaning on Dad, papers spread across the kitchen table like it's a boardroom. Mom's at the sink, washing the same plate over and over, trying not to lose it as she glances out at me, tied to that damn tree. Dad's playing it cool, but I know he's thinking like the soldier he used to be, calculating angles, exits, weaknesses. If I don't sign, he says, voice low, what happens to my daughter? The younger guy, calling himself Torres, smirks. Let's just say dehydration's a bitch, Mr. Harper. Mom's grip tightens, the plate creaking. My girl's tougher than you think, she snaps. And her husband ain't no farmer. Just then, Sheriff Kane rolls up with her deputy, Luke Rookie Bennett. Both of them sharp as tacks, but outgunned. Kane steps in, hand on her holster, voice calm but firm. Got a report of trouble, Tom. Where's Ellie? The suits try to play it off, spouting some nonsense about land optimization, but Kane's not buying it. She's seen too much cartel crap to fall for that. I'm checking on Ellie, she says, nodding to Luke to call for backup. That's when it goes sideways. Torres bolts for the back door. Dad tackles the other guy like he's back in Kandahar. Kane's gun's out, and in 2 shots, she drops Torres' buddy before he can draw. From the field, I hear automatic gunfire. Viper's crew ain't going down quiet. Then I hear the whoop-whoop of choppers, low and mean, cutting through the storm clouds. 3 black helicopters, unmarked, bristling with gear, swoop in like hawks on a hunt. Viper's face changes, that smug grin fading as he realizes he's not dealing with local cops. His phone's buzzing like crazy, but he's still trying to play the boss. Cut her loose, he tells Rico, we're out. Too late. Jake's voice booms from the lead chopper speakers, cold as steel. Victor Salazar, this is Lieutenant Commander Jake Dawson, U.S. Navy. Release my wife. You've got 30 seconds. Viper tries to negotiate, all smooth talk about civilian disputes, but Jake cuts him off with a laugh that'd freeze hell over. You tied my wife to a tree, asshole. That makes it personal. From behind me, a hand on my shoulder, Chief Mike Reynolds, quiet as a ghost. Mrs. Dawson, stay still. I'm getting you out. His knife works fast, slicing the ropes as smoke grenades pop, turning the field into a haze. I'm running, legs screaming, toward an irrigation ditch, Mike guiding me like I'm precious cargo. Behind us, it's controlled chaos. Jake's team moves like a machine. Viper's guys don't stand a chance. For minutes, start to finish, and it's over. Viper's zip-tied, Rico's down, and I'm in the ditch, a medic checking my vitals while Jake storms toward me, his face a mix of relief and fury. You okay, Ellie? He asks, softer than I've ever heard him. Alive, I say, managing a grin, thanks to you. Viper's arrest cracks the Delgado cartel wide open. His phone's a Goldman Bank records, comms, names of dirty officials from here to Mexico. Agent Laura Frost, Mitchell from the DEA's practically dancing as she digs through it. The investigation balloons, hitting 6 states, over 200 arrests. Dusty Hollows turned upside down, FBI's auditing every business, folks whispering about who might have been in on it. Me? I'm healing, physically at least. The rope burns fade, but the nightmares stick around. Dr. Maria Cortez, a trauma doc who gets military families, helps me work through it, out in the garden where it all started. Reclaim the space, she says, and damn if it doesn't help. Planting tomatoes where I fought for my life. The trial's a circus. Viper real name Victor Salazar takes a plea, spills everything for a 25-year sentence. He sits there in court, looking like a deflated balloon, describing how they targeted our farm for its location, how they didn't know I was married to a SEAL. A business decision, he calls it, like tying me to a tree was just another Tuesday. Jake's hand grips mine so tight, I think he might break it. But we listen, knowing every word's another nail in the cartel's coffin. The feds use his testimony to gut the Delgado operation, from smugglers to senators. Dusty Hollow's never the same. Folks are jumpy. Privacy's a luxury, but we're stronger for it. The farm's thriving, thanks to federal grants and some fancy organic certifications. We're even hosting university folks studying sustainable aging. 2 years later, I'm kneeling under that old oak, checking tomato roots, the sun painting the sky like it's got no memory of that day. Jake's retired from the Navy, trading combat boots for soil samples, working as a security consultant for farms like ours. My little sister, Hannah, she's studying criminal justice, inspired by the feds who saved us. The town's got a new comms tower, better roads, all from federal money tied to the bust. That trite's not a gallows anymore. It's proof we don't break easy. But here's the thing. Viper's locked up, the cartel's crumbling, but there's always another snake out there, waiting. Makes you wonder how many more farms, how many more families, are one bad day away from their own fight. What would you do if it was your land, your people? Hit that subscribe button, drop a comment, tell me where's the line between standing your ground and staying safe? I'm listening.